I'm flying through the air. I'm tracking down my SNORTBUCKS brew. I saw you take my can, now I'm coming after you.
Oh shit!
You say it wasn't you.
I didn't do anything wrong.
But if it wasn't you, then who? Tell all the lies you want, I know you stole my SNORTBUCKS brew. We're fighting in the air. Your hand gripped tightly round my SNORTBUCKS can. Let go of what you stole and take your beating like a man. Now I'm falling through the air. I can see the spot I'm going to land. I'll hit the soft snow down below with my SNORTBUCKS brew in hand.
Oh boy. Season's greetings and happy holidays from everybody here at GTG Network and Productions, DSP News, the Snort Report, SNORTBUCKS Coffee Company, the best beverage company, Art Snort's Gin and Tonic, and Tim Snortons. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Welcome back to 12 Days of Goutmas, part of 25 Days of Goutmas. 12 Days of Goutmas, part of 25 Days of Goutmas. I'll get it right. In any case, hopefully you guys are all doing well. And welcome back, if you will. I won't use welcome home because apparently that's already trademarked by Darkside Phil. And that's working so well for him. So, you know, let's not intrude on someone else's terrain. But, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully we're going to have a fun time because we're going to be here this holiday season. We're going to go ahead and talk about the casino a little bit and their interactions with DSP. Now, despite my output this year, I missed a lot. I missed quite a bit. So next year I'll play catch up with some of the stuff that I found that was interesting that I may have missed. But I did pick out some select cuts that Kino Casino had provided. And this will be brought to us by Memology 101 or DSP Tries and Memology 101. It's been a while since I've been on the channel. So welcome back, if you will. And so that'll be a thing. I really could have had the Kevin Spacey situation. Well, not situation, but I could have had the Kevin Spacey clip for that. But then again, that might be treading waters that we're not ready to tread yet. I'm not sure if everybody would get the joke if I did that. In any case, so that's what we're going to do this holiday season. We're going to go ahead and go over 3 videos, actually, that'll be brought to us by Memology, going over DSP's, basically his situation and or relationship with Kino Casino. We'll be starting back in December of 2024, and we will finish up in March of 2025. So that's where our timeline is. Yet again, there'll be 3 videos that'll make this up. Hopefully everything's going well with y'all. Couldn't find a really good picture of Jasper Kitty, so this is gonna have to do. This is Jasper stand-in. Don't mock him. He's, you know what I'm saying, he's playing his position, he's doing his part, so on and so forth. In any case, let's go ahead and get this started and see if our videos all work. That would be helpful, I think.
Phil.
Yes. Okay, so we have that going. Everything is set up, I think. And yet again, thank you guys very much for choosing to spend this Goutmas season with your boy and everybody here at GTG Network and Productions. Really appreciate it. And hopefully everything's going well. Now, without further ado, I don't smell no holiday bacon cooking. So let's go ahead and get to it. I'm not ready to do holiday ham yet. We'll do that later on as we get into this. And let's go ahead and make proper introductions, at least for our first video. And then as we move on to the other ones, I'll do the same. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with DSP Tries It Memology 101. DSP blames Kino Casino and politics for killing the streak and making the greatest cope in history. This is from December 6th of 2024, our year of the gout and whatnot. And yeah, without further ado, here we go.
Phil, your days are done. We know that you've been committing tax fraud, and we are going to get you. Ha ha ha. Basically, my base audience isn't coming over. I know that. Like, I'm getting people who are viewers who have watched me on Kick, but it's not most of the YouTube audience. There is some, but not most. Like, for example, the streams get between 200 to 250 viewers. Hey, that's good for a political show and me just starting to cover politics and things. I'm happy with that.
Now, interestingly enough, it's funny enough because, you know, people talk about how long the Asmon Gold stimulus package lasted. Not long. But ironically enough, if you really think about it, the Kino Casino stimulus package only lasted as long as it did because of Grill Phil or because of Smart Guys 2.0. If that didn't exist, DSP would have had no choice but to play ball. This is my theory. DSP would have had no choice but to play ball with Kino Casino and whatever endeavors they wanted to do, and go from there. The only thing that kept DSP anchored to his reality and to his sense of control was Smart Guys 2.0. If that didn't exist, he would have had to have done basically whatever Kino Casino told him to. He would have had to follow their lead, at least to an extent. That's just my own personal theory, of course, but that's the way I see it. And also just to keep the money coming in. But we'll see. We'll see.
That's not, oh, I'm so disappointed, okay? But it's not the regular crowd, right? Like many of you in the chat right now, you weren't there, nor were you interested. You're here for hang out with me for gaming and things like that, right? So that's number one. Number two, this is 100% true, and this is not a negative towards anyone. But when I'm streaming on Kick, if Kino Casino is streaming, my views are lower.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
It's that simple.
That's so crazy. Because he's like as early as December. Remember, their relationship kind of got established in like July, August. It's probably better to say August. By December, he already felt entitled to what they had. You know what I'm saying? They share that now. That Kick audience, they share that audience. They share that income. You know what I'm saying? They share the capital that goes on over there. That's insane. But then if you go over the Discord leaks or whatnot, it's all par for the course. it spells it all out, to be honest with you.
When Casino is streaming, they're the guys on Kick. They're the big dogs. They're the big shots. And they're not streaming all the time. They've actually had a few weeks where they weren't streaming that much in November. So now that they're back, they're hot. Everyone wants to watch them. So when I'm streaming on Kick, not only do I have less of a actual viewership because it's not on YouTube, but also the people who are there are probably going to be watching them rather than me.
But think about all that off time that they took. He barely benefited from any of that from a viewership standpoint. Yeah, he had Iron Chef Sakai and maybe a couple other guys from Kino who threw some pocket change at him. But outside of that, he didn't really have the viewership or anything while they were gone. So he wasn't an adequate substitute while they were gone, and there was no way he could compete with them while they were there. But he still tried to demonize them, saying they were taking up all the real estate. But when they weren't there, you weren't doing anything to keep them around. So what exactly were you expecting them to do? Oh, it's silly.
That's exactly what happened last night. It is what it is. Last night, most of the audience that would have been watching my politics show were watching Kino Casino.
Man, look at how busted down he looked here, bro. PPP hadn't even kicked your back in yet, and you already look busted down. Damn near tore up from the floor up. What a goddamn shame.
And that's okay. Originally, that's why I wanted to try to schedule the politics show for not when they're streaming, but they don't have a consistent schedule. So because of that, I can't do that. Like,
that's wild. He literally tried to finagle them into fitting their schedule around his schedule. That's insane. They're the draw. They're on the top of the marquee, not you. Sick little person, like a sick little monkey. Good God.
You know me, I like to be consistent with my schedule. Basically what happened was
and that's where his jealousy and everything for Kino Casino and his resentment builds up. The fact that they only need to stream 3 days a week and the money's always kind of falling, coming in. But then again, keep in mind, they both have YouTube channels, meaning Kino Casino. They have YouTube channels, and they have the Gumroad thing. And then there's other stuff that they do behind the scenes too. But DSP don't see that because how could he? If it's not directly in his face spelled out, then he can't see in between the lines. And so his resentment for them is even misplaced. You know what I mean? It's almost like social malpractice if you think about it.
It's very simple. A few people, supported it at the beginning, and there was literally no kick support at all. There was literally during the entire show 1 gifted sub, and the show is on Kick exclusively. So it's streamed on Kick, and I got no kick support at all. All the support was a few tips. That was it. So it's not going to hit the goal if that's the case. The first couple of weeks, we had tons of people on Kick who were excited, who were watching the show, and were dropping subs, and it was supporting it. But that didn't happen.
Because he don't stand for nothing. He was just trying to he was literally just fence sitting. Like, he don't believe in anything. He's a man without a country. Well, I use the term man loosely. But he's a pig without a country. Or he's a pig without a farm. You know what I'm saying? The guy don't believe in nothing, so he has nothing to fight for. That's why he's not passionate about anything. He'll say and do whatever you tell him to that will result in him getting money out of you. That's it. He's a puppet. You know what I mean? He's a fucking marionette.
And it could be a combo of factors. It could be that people were watching Kino Casino. It could be that they just couldn't make it last night. Like, for example, Darkside Pimp, who's my regular supporter on Kick, outright said, I can't be there tonight. Work is killing me, and I'm slammed, and I'm not going to be there. And I'm like, well, that's it then. What are you going to do?
Then why is it all hinged on one person? That's not fair. But I thought he said all of his support isn't hinged on a small group of people. But he's kind of proving that it does. Womp womp.
Yeah, that's life. You can't always be there for every stream, and that's the thing. The show shouldn't be just dependent on one person being there to support it.
Most of the time, 99% of the time,
It's Triple P.
Phil is boring as fuck. It's a snooze fest.
It is what it is. The streak ended. And again, this is not a negative towards anyone. I'm not upset. I'm not disappointed. This is not like when it looked like something was going to end because of an extenuating circumstance or anything. It ended naturally, and it ended properly. It wasn't some bullshit that was going to cause it to end. So if it ended last night, it ends, and I was like, all right, you know what? There you go. It's all good. Not a big deal. Okay, and that's fine. So then last night, I went on Kino Casino while they were broadcasting, and I talked with those guys for a little bit. Triple P, which, again, that's what I call him, Triple P, says, the streak ended. No, it didn't. I said, what do you mean? He goes, no, you were doing your political show. He goes, your political show is not your regular content. You shouldn't even be counting that show as...
The amount of gaslighting they did to fucking DSP is insane. It's absolutely insane because you already have a fucking sick individual who's highly tismed, if you will, and then you get and who will go out of his own way to make excuses for his own failures or shortcomings. And then you go ahead and give him new ways of making excuses. What did you think was going to happen? You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm saying that I believe that the Kino Casino arc is going to have the ramifications, if you will, and the residuals that will be paid out over it will be far more reaching than probably anything that's happened over the last couple of years, give or take. I would say Side Scroller Interview is still up there as well, but it's really something, bro, because they literally opened up the floodgates to the tism. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Phil, don't be ashamed to beg. Just go ahead and do it. But according to DSP, his core fan base was never offended by his begging. That's what he told Asmongold. So then you making all these excuses on why shit failed, who was that for? Maybe some mentally ill detractor, not naming no names, would say that you were literally talking to your detractors, trolls, haters, and critics. That's what the daily therapy session really is. It's you trying to appeal to your detractors, trolls, haters, and critics. That's all it is. Because why would you try to convince a dent? A dent already is on your side anyway. So who are you trying to convince? Who are you trying to persuade? You know what I mean? Who are you trying to proposition? Something to think about.
Part of your streak. Your regular viewers who watch your gameplay have literally carried you for like 3 months on the streak. So that's not fair to them. they're the ones who've been pulling you through. The politics show is relatively new. That definitely shouldn't be the end of your streak. Okay, so he's like, I think you should continue your streak. Okay, and I'm like, all right.
That's exactly what he wanted to hear. And that's all DSP does anyway. He sits there, and if he gets a result that he doesn't want, he comes up with an answer that that will soothe him and his ego. Now, PPP went ahead and did it for him, and DSP ran with it because it's exactly what he wanted anyway. He just wasn't intelligent enough. He wasn't. He doesn't have a strong enough imagination, or he's not creative enough to come up with the excuse. So he just used PPPs. It was an easy thing to do, not realizing that he was being gaslit. And that shit is going to carry with DSP moving forward. But then he's over there, then he's over there with Asmon Gold saying, well, I did what I had to do, but you're right, I need to stop. But he can't stop. It's been ingrained into him. You know what I'm saying? Kino Casino opened up the floodgates and was like, yo, get your money at any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? Get rich or beg trying. And he was like, okay, you can't put the snorts back in the bottle. It doesn't work like that.
I mean, it is a fair point.
You live by the snort, you die by the snort. You live by the beg, you die by the beg.
That's true. It is a show that's brand new. It's getting an audience right now, right? It's not something that is regular. I don't have it on a regular day yet. I had it regularly on Thursday, then I went to Friday, then I went back to Thursday. And I definitely know that, for example, someone with, like Darkside Pimp outright would have supported it, couldn't be there last night.
Hope harder, Phil. Hope harder. But then again, you just said that the shows can't be reliant on one person while admitting that you need that one particular person to support it so it can keep going. Fucking idiot. Holy shit. Literally the gift that keeps on giving.
So, this is all stuff to consider, right? If we hit the goal on this stream, which we very well may, it's a new release.
Cope sip. Sorry. That's why I've been calling it all year. It's a cope sip.
Day, right? We may get excitement. People want to see the new game. They support it. If we hit the goal on this stream, I'm still going to do DSP Tries It anyway. Regardless of the fact that we didn't hit the streak last night, I still want to do it anyway. Because you guys support me so much. And the whole idea of DSP Tries It is supposed to be, I'm saying thank you. Let's continue this show that doesn't make money or anything. Okay?
Despite the $1,500 he makes leading up to that show. Leading up to that DSP Tries It, but it doesn't make him any money though, because he's a greedy piece of shit, and he believes that he should profit off of it on YouTube. That's why he was doing that whole spiel about Report of the Week, making all that money doing all those food reviews and whatever. And DSP said he inspired him or whatever. You didn't inspire him. There's no proof that you inspired him at all. You did it first, but that doesn't mean that's the case at all. Truth be told, I can't prove this, but truth be told, I would say it was either, I think that guy's name is KC or KP Productions, a dude in Canada, before he crashed out and turned into, I don't know if I could say he's a lolcow, but he has a lot of his tendencies. But I would say it was either that dude, I'm pretty sure the guy's name is KC or KP Productions, and Dame Drops. I would say those guys more than likely inspired him more than DSP did, but semantics.
Oh my God, excuse me. So I don't want to then say, oh, now we get punished or we're not going to do it. No, we're going to do it. All right. So let's hit the goal today on the stream because that was the agreement, was that we were going to do it through today. And then I was going to order the food just like we do every Friday. All right. So as long as we still hit it on the stream, we're going to do a DSP Tries It episode anyway. Okay. But we're not going to reset the streak. That would be really stupid. All right. We're not doing that. But I do agree with Ashton on this fact that I do think that the political show, being that number one, it's only on Kick. I don't have the YouTube audience or the YouTube support. You can't super chat. You can't do a super sticker. You can't do memberships on there, right? I do think that perhaps moving forward, we shouldn't count it during the streak. So there you go. Now it's funny. These people who come in every day and they're like, but you have all these restreamers who watch you. Yes, and they don't support me. The restreamers are scumbags. They're people who literally cannot make content for themselves because they are losers. They are leeches. They are parasites. They have no talent.
Now, keep in mind, it's the same guy who was literally crying in Kino Casino's DMs and shit on like how he has all this stuff fucked up and he really needs their help so he can keep going. How their show was kind of sort of starting to become intrusive into his time slot, so he wasn't making his goals. But he wants to call other people talentless parasites and so on and so forth. Keep that in mind. I'm just throwing that out there.
Their talent is watching my talent and then talking about it. That's not talent. Shout outs. You understand? No one would tune into just them. They only tune into them while they're watching me. But they've made an audience that is.
But the funny thing is that they won't tune in over there to you. For one, they just don't want to watch you. And two, most of them are banned. Or three, he has said many times in the past that he didn't want them there anyway. He didn't want them there anyway. He wanted and told them to go somewhere else. So I don't know how you're going to cry and complain about those views over there are my views when you didn't want those people who produced those views. I don't know how that's a thing. I'm sure someone will explain it to me eventually.
It's toxic, that is harmful, that will never support me. So they don't count, nor do they matter. You know, the truth is, you're right. Every single day when I'm streaming, I probably have double to triple the audience that I have on my actual content because people have made it a policy to think that they can live rebroadcast. You
massive fucking coat. Massive fucking coat.
You can't. Okay, allow me to explain this as matter-of-factly as possible.
God damn.
It's illegal. You can't live rebroadcast someone without explicit permission because you are rebroadcasting their content and making profits off of it and taking away their opportunity to actually have legit business with their own content.
That doesn't make any sense when you're on the same platform and you're literally broadcasting the content yourself. You realize that, right? Just because a couple of people said they couldn't find your shit, that's because they didn't know where to look or they didn't look hard enough. I'm sorry, but last time I checked, you don't get rewarded for being lazy or not being informed. Not to say it's necessarily their fault because no one wants to try that hard anyway. So don't take too much offense to what I'm saying. But truth be told, I mean, it is what it is. And it's not like you're not a hot commodity. They wanted to find you. They could. They really, really wanted to. Google is your friend. So that's the thing.
For you to live rebroadcast someone's stream without permission is completely illegal. There is nothing legit about it. You can't do it. There's not a legal leg to stand on. But the fact that just because people don't sue you for it makes you think it's legit, it's not. It's not content. It's not real. You're a bunch of fucking no-load losers who don't deserve a single view or a single dollar from anyone because you don't have content of your own. It is completely illegal. And
so is he saying that that's actually a pretty good screenshot? That's actually rather fitting now that I think about it. Literally the Gouty Red Room. It's like closest thing to hell that he's gonna see for a little while. Until he finally has that stroke. Anyway, or that brain aneurysm, whatever comes first. Anywho, so what are you trying to say, Phil? Are you trying to say that those people would make more money if they begged like you? Is that the case? Like, whose fault is it that your name diminished as much as it did over the years? Like, yet again, ladies and gentlemen, if people really wanted to find him, they could. It's not difficult. But more importantly than that, the clips and all the highlights that he's so mad about as well, beyond just the restreaming. Why don't he do that shit himself? Well, you don't want to, because you don't want anything that's going to be out there that's going to humiliate him. That's why that's why his shit gets cut out and edited the way it is. That's why shit gets deleted the way it does. So it's funny how DSP will sit there and tell Asmongold or anybody else who's willing to listen to him that I'm taken out of context, or that people take him out of context, people don't understand the full circumstances, whatever. But if you go to his channel, it doesn't exist. He's already deleted it. The stream VOD is gone. And then if you go to the edited shit that he has, that segment's gone too. So the only thing you have is the detractor shit. That's the only thing that's available. So he literally passed over the market share because his ego's too damn big. And he's a coward. Let's not forget that. So he did it to himself. But he want to sit here and cry victim when he's the one who's committing all the crimes and then trying to hide the evidence. Amazing.
Enjoy your permanent ban. It is completely illegal to fully restream something live because you have taken away the opportunity of that person to earn money on their own content and business. It is illegal.
Really.
It is not
Right.
transformative to live rebroadcast someone 100% without permission. It will never hold up in a court of law.
Then take him to court, but you won't because you're broke. And truth be told, you don't want to do it because if you lose, then you're really fucked. And that's when the gates really open. And that's the two main reasons why he won't do anything. One, he doesn't have the money to. Two, he really don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Actually, so there's 3 reasons. He really don't know what the fuck he's talking about. 3, if he does go to court and he loses, then it's open season on his ass. If you think it's open season right now, nah, we're in early hunting season. Early hunting season. If he loses that case, it's open Crosby for everybody. And he knows it. He knows it. So all that bullshit he preached, all that dumb shit he was talking about, he didn't know what the fuck he's talking about. If he loses the case, then he's screwed. Then he has nothing to stand on. And then he's just going to invite a bunch of new people in who will hit him from a bunch of other angles that he's not thinking about, and he's going to be in a worse position. It's easier for him to basically shit on his pot and bitch and complain about what little he has, knowing damn well he's not going to do nothing about it. It's just the reality of the situation.
Fuck off. It should be that big of a deal. I mean, that's kind of sucks that that's what ended the streak. The gameplay was doing fine. There's been no...
Hold on. I want to get that. I want to get that last part.
100% without permission. It will never hold up in a court of law. Fuck off. It should be that big of a deal. I mean, that's kind of sucks that that's what ended the streak. The gameplay was doing fine. There's been no uncounted tips. Today has been an incredibly low support day, which probably resulted from the fact that Call of Duty was insanely bad and not fun to watch or play. I didn't hit it.
Like the stages of grief. Every time I see these different room colors or whatever, that's what it reminds me of. That's hilarious.
Yesterday because none of the supporters were around, and there's nothing I can do about that. All right, but moving forward, hopefully I will get consistent support on the politics show. It's something to build and something to work on, right? The only way I was playing Stellar Blade was to hit 276 straight streams, and we had 90-something, and it stopped.
He would have ripped them off anyway. He would have played it for one stream and dropped it. So let's call a spade a spade. He was never going to give you guys a full playthrough of that.
So sadly, Stellar Blade is off the table. All your fans want you to play Stellar Blade, even if people want to donate. Not everyone has money to donate. That's correct. But that was the agreement. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a shit. Listen, this was agreed upon. People were like, okay. People were contributing for it. I don't know what to tell you. Like, that's life. Like for example, let's say I said, oh no, I'm just going to do it anyway. But then what's the point of having a goal? Right? Like, what? I'm sorry. Wait a minute. So you just want me to give everything away? Are you saying that you want my streams to become socialist streams? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, wow.
You like socialism? That's what you want? Just give everything away? Oh, okay. If that's really what I didn't realize that's where we were going, that we're all socialists. And now we're... How about...
Even though, doesn't he tell you that the content's free anyway? And, you know what I'm saying? Contributions are not mandatory. And if you like the content, feel free to support it. Whatever.
that? How about DSP grants your Christmas wishes here today on the Level 1 podcast? I think it's time, finally. You know what? In fact, you know what? Here we go. All right? So, since it's this time of year, okay, ladies and gentlemen, Christmas miracle is about to happen. Are you ready? Only here on DSP Gaming could this kind of stuff happen. You know, other streamers' channels, oh no. Here, I am willing to grant all of your holiday wishes. I am. All right, so today I'm here to say exclusively.
So you're going to let Only Iced Coffee skin you alive and then walk around as his personal, like, human skin suit? Is that going to be a thing? Like, are we going to finally get Jasper that blood test? Can Kat finally get that exercise bike? And, or even better, she can get that gym membership again? Like, is that, what, are we doing any of those things? No? Okay. Sure, Only Iced Coffee will get into your skin one way or another.
We were at 95, okay? I have such a warm feeling in the cockles of my heart. If we hit 100 straight streams starting now, but excluding the DS Politics streams. So this will include all my regular streams with podcasts and gameplay, but not DS Politics. Okay? If we but how about this? I'll even do you a better one than that. 100 straight streams of hitting the goals, so 100 streak. But also, if we do hit the goal on any stream like DS Politics, I'll count it anyway. Let it be known that my heart is growing 3 sizes today, much like the Grinch, because if we hit 100 straight streams of hitting the streak, I will play Stellar Blade. Holly jolly Christmas Day. Just think about that. I just gave you a discount. It was supposed to be $276. I just reduced it down to $195. I just gave you an 80 stream discount right here today on DSP Gaming.
Wow.
That's the Christmas gift that keeps on giving. Yeah, I don't want it. Nope, I don't want it. Let's hit the streak. Let's do it right now. Let's crush the goal right now. By the way, I forgot to put the 666 tip up there because the name was so disgusting. From Stale Blade. This person's name is Stale Blade. They said, if you weren't married, do you think people would still want to watch you play Stellar Blade? No. I think the whole idea is that my moronic detractors actually believe that, like, I'm some kind of a sexually repressed person now because I mean,
you're definitely homosexual. That's for sure. You're definitely gay. Like, that's very clear you're gay. So it is what it is on that.
Happily married, and I don't talk about sexual stuff on streams anymore. I mean, when I was younger, every other word out of my mouth was boob, tit, ass, nipple.
Well, yeah, because you weren't getting laid. And then when you finally did start getting laid, you didn't think it wasn't like the porn fantasy that most fucking people like yourself thought it was. That's not actually how sex really works. And once you came to that conclusion, then you stopped touching Panda. She literally bitched about that on a forum. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's another story for another day. So that, and I honestly think that's what happened. I think this dude is one of those guys who's like completely and utterly porn brained. And when he finally got laid, because I do firmly believe that Panda was his first, it wasn't what he thought it was. And he slowly got turned off by it. It is what it was. On top of all of his repressed feeling for John. So there's that too. Fighting on 2 fronts.
And now I don't talk about it ever anymore because I'm older, more mature, very happy, and don't need to.
Yeah, you look it. Yeah, you look it.
You know, in truth, it was always forced. It was always stupid shit that I didn't want to do. But I had to do that because that was the audience I had with a bunch of teens on YouTube. So I had to talk like that to get any kind of an audience.
So I had to talk, you had to put up fake sex talk and bravado for kids, by the way. He had to put up fake bravado and sex talk for kids because that's what they demanded. I don't know, man. That sounds kind of like grooming. That doesn't sound very good, bro. That sounds kind of sus. That sounds kind of sus.
Now I don't have to anymore. And I'm excited, obviously, for the future of being a normal person and not a disgusting pervert, okay? So, yeah, what I think it is these morons think that somehow I'm like a sexually repressed dude, and that if I play Stellar Blade, that somehow...
I mean, you saw what happened in Atomic Hearts, though, right? Especially that refrigerator scene. He lost his motherfucking shit over that. What the fuck?
It's gonna like...
But this was the same fucking hornball who would sit there and ogle. I want to tell you it was Black Cat. He had like a Black Cat bust in his room back in Connecticut. He used to ogle that shit all the time. It was, who was the other one? It wasn't Emma Frost. I don't think. It was Black Cat and there was another one. I want to tell you it might have been Emma Frost, but it might have not. It definitely wasn't Storm. He's not into chocolate. Fuck. I know he has like another female figure, or he did anyway. He had another female figurine that he used to ogle too. That shit wasn't even funny. That shit was just kind of weird and uncomfortable if you really think about it, but semantics.
I don't know. I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know. I'm just going to play the game. Hey, Stabber, I have no idea what on earth you're talking about. I'm married. How could I be asexual? My Christmas miracle. Oh, you know what? Okay. Listen to this. Tangeray Sour just had an idea. People are having great ideas. He says, how about this? Here's another deal. You want to get it? You want to get it special?
Imagine you bartering with people to give you money. Imagine that. Imagine sitting here begging and bartering with people to give you money. Insane.
Deal. I'll give you another special deal. Here's what Tangeray Sour said, and I like this. He says, what if one day you get a ton of support? What if one day you double your goals and you hit $300 on one stream? How about this? If we double my goals on any stream, I'll count it twice.
That people have been asking for that, and he always told them no. And then people also, I'm not sure if you guys even remember this. I know I did a video on it though. I'm not sure if I posted it though. But anyway, when people were asking if they could like preload like playthroughs, right? So for example, let's say someone was like, "Hey, can I donate like $150 right now for Liza P?" And he's like, "Well, Liza P's tomorrow. Why don't you just come back tomorrow?" "I can't come back tomorrow, so I just want to donate today." "Well, no, if you give me money today, it's going to go to today's goal, and then tomorrow's going to be tomorrow. You can't prepay for a playthrough." And then a few weeks later, he literally started doing that. Womp womp.
So if I make $300 on this stream, I'll say goals hit 2. That's right. If I raise $1,500 on a stream, that's 10 goals hit. Yes, a $15,000 donation would be an instant unlock, and I would play Stellar Blade.
An instant unlock. Like, this shit ain't DLC, bro. This is a microtransaction. Whatever. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like just one massive fucking microtransaction. Oh, that shit's fantastic.
But we have to hit it every stream. We can't have a stream where we don't hit it at all. We have to be hitting the goal every stream. I received a $1 tip from Creamy Boxers. Stellar Blade's Korean, and will you ever date a femboy? I already answered this question. No, I will never date a femboy. I'm happily married. 100% happily married. I don't need any other kind of relationship.
Aren't you supposed to say that you're just not into them then? Like, you're... Holy fuck. I don't think he even realizes how he's leaving the door open. If someone asks you, "Hey, would you date a femboy?" and you're not into femboys, you say, "No, why would I do that?" He's saying, "No, why would I do that? I'm already happily married." So you're not saying that it's off the table. You're just saying, you're just using the shield of your wife to say that you're not into cat boys, basically, or femboys. Boy, Nicholas Fuentes would be very disappointed in you, Phil, if he knew this. You know, Nick Fuentes loves himself a femboy. Holy shit. God damn, Phil. Think before you talk, sir.
Male, female, or anywhere in between. I'm happy with my wife and will be with her.
So you're not denying that you're gay. You're basically just saying, "Yeah, I wouldn't do it now because I'm already married." Let me stop. Now we going too far with this shit. Holy fuck. Just imagine how he would sound if he actually thought about shit before he said it.
Will you ever date a femboy? I already answered this question. No, I will never date a femboy. I'm happily married. 100% happily married. I don't need any other kind of relationship. Male, female, or anywhere in between. I'm happy with my wife and will be with her for as long as I possibly can because I'm very happy. I'm too mature for that shit, and I'm married, and I don't give a fuck about virtual romance in a video game, so I'm not going to be participating in that kind of stuff in a game. That has nothing to do with trolls at all. That's my own personal preference. Congrats. Someone in Kick Chat says they donated $15,000 to a local food shelter in my name, and they emailed me the receipt. Go ahead and boot Stellar Blade. Well, the good news is everyone at your local food shelter will be eating well this holiday season, and you should feel good about yourself. But you fucked up. You're supposed to send me the money, so no Stellar Blade for you. Sorry. Oopsie poopsie.
Hold on. Give me a second.
But we have to hit it every stream. We can't have a stream where we don't hit it at all. We have to be hitting the goal every stream. I received a $1 tip from Creamy Boxers. Stellar Blade's Korean, and will you ever date a femboy? I already answered this question. No, I will never date a femboy. I'm happily married. 100% happily married. I don't need any other kind of relationship. Male, female, or anywhere in between. I'm happy with my wife and will be with her for as long as I possibly can because I'm very happy. I'm too mature for that shit, and I'm married, and I don't give a fuck about virtual romance in a video game, so I'm not going to be participating in that kind of stuff in a game. That has nothing to do with trolls at all. That's my own personal preference. Congrats. Someone in Kick Chat says they donated $15,000 to a local food shelter in my name, and they emailed me the receipt. Go ahead and boot Stellar Blade. Well, the good news is everyone at your local food shelter will be eating well this holiday season, and you should feel good about yourself. But you fucked up. You're supposed to send me the money, so no Stellar Blade for you. Sorry.
Oh.
Oopsie poopsie. You made a miscalculation. Now, obviously, they didn't send it to the local food shelter. They're just a fucking, idiot.
Interesting. I wonder why I did that. That's a weird glitch. The funny thing is I'm not even sure how this is even still playing because the audio's already done. That's wild. That's an interesting little glitch. I've never actually had that happen before. Huh. You learn something new every day. That might be an interesting thing to look at later on down the line. Holy shit. That's kind of cool. I've never actually seen that happen before. Anywho, as the hits just keep on trucking. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. I'm absolutely fascinated with that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to video number 2. Let's see, also brought to us by DSP Memology 101. DSP tries it, or DSP tries it. Memology 101. My bad. You know what I meant. Let's see here. Kino Casino made DSP stream quit. Made DSP stream quit kick live. Sends him a rally of trolls. A DSP bans kick entire mod team. Holy shit. That's from March 22nd of 2025, our current year of Gout, year of the snake. And let's see if the second video does that too. That was very strange. I've never seen that happen before. Here we go.
Phil, your days are done. We know that you've been committing tax fraud, and we are going to get you. Ha ha ha.
Basically,
my bad. Wrong one.
I owed the state over $5,000. I owed my tax attorney over $5,000. All of that money, that was phantom money that I didn't have, got charged to my credit cards and completely and utterly maxed out. Any remaining credit that I had was maxed.
Buggy mechanics.
Oh no! Oh no! Rogue
Let's
missed.
see what we got.
yep,
Come on,
that's
Rogue.
Guaranteed throw.
Come on.
I thought he had this.
God damn.
What happened,
this
Phil?
is playing BDO. I remember.
You
Let's-
threw the match like you throw your life. Oh, we've got Pepe's with torches in the chat. It's a revolt.
His head's
He's
missing.
banning everybody live.
He has a friend chat on.
He
Look
looks
at
like
this
he's got a toupee. He's fees. These guys' fees are maxed.
Oh, that's hilarious.
No!
Watch this.
He was Hitler maxing.
The vice principal energy, bro. He's not happy, Ross. He's not
Oh.
happy at all.
Get rid of the trolls, Phil.
Oh,
Oh my god.
did he end his stream on
Are you
Kick?
for real?
Oh shit.
No, he
Oh
rage
my
quit the
God.
stream.
Hang on. Hey.
No, go to his YouTube.
Hang
Iron
on.
Chef Sakai for 25 subs.
How dare
Let's
you,
go,
Phil.
Iron Chef.
Crazy.
Phil
Let's
just treated
go,
us like
Iron
a
Chef.
tech.
Oh my
All
god.
right, we're back.
He shut it down in a seething rage. He shut it down.
He ran back to North Korea where he could control the narrative.
Damn, I fucked up again.
Well, maybe you should focus on the game.
Oh, I know. Someone tipping $2 is saying something, but I don't entertain the nonsense. I told you I'm done with this nonsense. I'm absolutely positive.
That was always funny to me how one, he actually wanted to confront It's a Gundam, and he wanted Kino Casino to make the situation happen. And then for some reason, DSP thought that Kino Casino was gonna help him snake Gundam. Why would they do that when Andy at the very least has known Gundam for years? So why would he screw Gundam over? That doesn't make any sense. On top of that, what was DSP really gonna confront Gundam about? Were you gonna literally try to get an apology out of him because of all the content he's made on you over the years? Stop it. Stop it. That shit's so crazy. I thought it was funny when Gundam talked about that shit.
Done with the nonsense. I'm completely, not going to entertain any of it anymore. So if I address any of it, it just gives them what they want, and they're not going to get what they want from me. So thank you guys for those tips. So I got a whole bunch of super chats. I'm just going to shout out the names. We got $2 from Blank Man, $3.50 from Muzzy Skeleton, $2 from Crunch, $2 from Dicker's Dropbox. So
I need live crash outs.
Is he crashing out live? We gotta go there. We gotta go there.
Yeah.
Quickly, Andy, move your feet.
I got it.
Quick,
I got it.
quick,
I got it.
quick.
I got it.
We gotta get the live crash out.
CXLA, that's 16. 2 from Based Alpha Real, that's 18. 2 from Dino, that's 20. Monkey Enthusiast, another 2, that's 22. Speed X with another 2,
by
that's
the way,
24.
All
Nazi
of the
Is Andy using Brave? God damn, I can't remember the last time I actually used that browser. I should probably go and update that.
these
It's
$2 that he's not
Biggs
reading
Bunny Real with 2,
are
that's
all
28.
from us.
Detractors are sad
So,
with 2, that's 30.
Like the drama
Then
actually is giving
Half
him
Dead
money,
Fat Guy became a member.
which
Let's
again
add the
proves
$3
that
super
I
chat
was
down.
right all along. This fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Even when
But
you
you
felt
shouldn't have
him, he
given
receives
him-
blessings.
I know. This is the thing. Is it's like there's your $30, bum.
It trickles
Holy
down.
fuck.
It trickles
It's
down.
Trickle down.
Yeah.
I bet when this all happened and you guys fell out,
Excuse
Phil
me.
went to Cat and he's like, it's like on Jesus and Andy and Ash were Judas.
Dr. Lexus giving a sub
Holy.
over on Kick.
One sub.
Honestly shocked. Thank you, Dr.
His
Lexus.
whale gifted one sub.
One sub.
Dr. Lexus gave us
Rewind
100
it. Rewind it.
Ash, no, he goes, I'm surprised about that. After he
Surprise. Dr. Lexus, come on. Don't hold out on us, Dr. Lexus.
Here's the thing, though, too. Now that I think about it, he thought he could snake Kino Casino publicly in his own mind. Just run with me on this. He thought he could snake Kino Casino, and he thought he was going to walk away clean. And then, because DSP's fucking retarded, he thought that he was going to be able to turn people against them. He thought he was going to weaponize Review Tech USA, which is crazy because Review Tech USA can't even weaponize Review Tech USA. So I don't know how that was going to be a thing. They thought they were going to be able to turn. He thought he could turn Gundam against them, or actually no, I'm right. He thought that he could turn Kino Casino against Gundam and get him felted. That was never going to happen. Then when DSP has the fallout, he says, I don't know why Gundam's even going up there. They were talking shit about him behind his back. Why would they do that? So he basically tried to encourage, or he tried to instigate Gundam going after Kino Casino, which was all part of the plan anyway, but DSP's stupid. Like, what the fuck? Like, he literally thinks he's this evil mastermind in his head and shit. Everybody can be maneuvered around like chess pieces on a board. Like, everybody's a pawn. Wow, that's insane if you think about that shit in hindsight.
With a $2 super chat. So we are
Check up the value.
104. We are less than 50 away from hitting a goal tonight
Oh my god.
and getting to 71.
Oh boy.
So thank you to
We already
everyone
just
who
said
did it. Regardless of the
another
fact that
reward?
most of you were trolls saying dumb shit, it doesn't matter. It all still goes right into my pocketbook.
Wow.
Why do you
still
have a
think-
pocketbook
wow.
as a Dan?
Bring it up, Phil Dub, you
Yeah.
fucking
Dr.
dummies.
Lexus, no one thought you were. So thank you to everyone who contributed. Regardless of the fact that most of you were trolls saying dumb shit, it doesn't matter. It all still goes right into my pocketbook. I still keep it. So, Dr. Lexus, no one thought you were ever going to be here again because obviously you're a huge supporter of the casino. Everyone knows that. And now that the casino and I had our falling out, everyone thinks, that that's it, that no one who's a supporter of the casino is ever going to come back and watch my stuff or support it. That's why. So it's shocking to see you here, but it's appreciated that you did come by and drop a sub tonight. I'm thank you for that. Yeah, I'm sorry, but the Kick moderators, you guys are going to be demodded tonight. The people that were here, I know where you are. I know you're in other chats. I know you're purposefully going into the chat when I turned it off. And then when I turned the fucking stream back on, you left to not moderate. So don't expect to have your swords tomorrow. You two know who you are because you were here before and you leave purposefully to let this flood in. So you're not going to be mods anymore, all right? In fact, I'll just do it now. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, goodbye, dark side dabbing. Get the fuck out. Not only did you relinquish your sword, you relinquished your ability to watch my fucking streams ever again. I'm not going to allow you to be watching my streams if you're going to be a moderator who's not going to moderate on purpose and let this go run rampant. You did it.
It's funny because a lot of guys who it's funny how every time DSP finds out that someone who's either a mod or a supporter or whatever is over there hanging out with Duty, they immediately get the axe. It's wild, but I'm not surprised because it's all that Gouty Gestapo shit. They all snitch on each other. They're all rats. They're all just dirty, nasty little rats and whatever. So I'm not surprised that they sit there and they turn on each other for the silliest shit.
On purpose. You're a dickhead. Okay?
That's crazy.
So I'm not going to put up with that shit. I'm trying to fucking play a crazy ass high difficulty match against a pro Marvel player, and I got to put up with this shit because you're a dick? No, you get the fuck out of my
I mean, you're just bad though. Like, you were never going to beat VDO on his worst day and on the greatest day of your life before the heart attack hits. You could never beat VDO. So it doesn't matter.
community. How about that? Good riddance to bad fucking rubbish. And let's get rid of that fucking... Get rid of these two idiots. Seriously.
Hurtful.
They say they want to be mods. I mod them. But now because I have a falling out with the casino, there are other chats talking shit about me constantly. Now tonight, they're both here.
What did you think was gonna happen? Like I said, I want you to think about this delusional monkey who literally thought he was gonna fuck over Kino Casino and then he was gonna be able to keep all the profits. He was gonna keep all the paid pigs and the whales and shit, and he was still gonna prosper. You're only, truth be told, he was only partnered, to be honest with you, because of Kino Casino, if you ask me. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why he's only on Kick because of Kino Casino. He's only dual streaming or multi-streaming because of Kino Casino. They gave him everything. And he thought he was really gonna walk away clean. No one walks out of this shit clean. Nobody.
But as soon as I start playing, they leave the chat and let the chat run rampant with all kinds of shit that's literally against the rules, against the pinned message, against everything. Then they come back when I turn the stream off, and then they leave again when I turn the stream on. So good riddance, get the fuck out.
This is Phil, the bagger. Look at him. He's having a hard go again.
Yeah.
He's just banning people, man.
We're all
getting
putting
what-
the Pepe.
Mention drama or
You're
Kino.
a
Get find out.
bum. Kneel to Casino. You're a bum, dog. Kneel to Casino.
Snack pizza mode.
Yes. He's having
Thanks
to
for the money,
be-
dummy.
Chat.
He's banning his mods.
Seriously.
No way.
Yeah.
If they don't
all the
want to be mods, I
mods.
mod them. But now
No
because
way.
I'm falling out with the
Cancel the
casino, there
mods.
are other chats talking shit about me constantly.
Oh, no,
Now
he's-
tonight they're both here. But as soon as I start playing, they leave the chat and let the chat run rampant with all kinds of shit that's literally against the rules, against the pinned message, against
Get
everything.
the
No.
fuck
Then they
out.
come back
Oh,
when I
yeah.
turn
Not
the
the
stream off,
rules.
and then they leave again when I turn the stream on. So good riddance, get the fuck out.
Maybe next time don't leak DMs, you fucking piece of
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. Phil, you leaked
Not
the
casual,
DMs,
And
buddy.
you 8 months of
By the way-
manipulating us to use us and hurt us.
Yes. Josh, by the way, says Phil always does this. Whenever something falls out, he just pretends there was a false consensus against it. He made exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly.
And the thing is too, and this is just me like theorizing here. I honestly think that Andy and PPP, they wanted DSP to leak the DMs because that puts all of the power dynamic like completely stays on their side as well as deniable plausibility. Like it only makes DSP look worse. You know what I'm saying? And that's why DSP basically had to play the villain, right? I snaked the Kino Casino. I used them. I robbed the bank. This, that, and the third. Because DSP ain't sat there and forgot the plot where he was supposed to be the victim, but he wanted to be the aggressor. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't play both sides like that. So I honestly think Andy and PPP were banking on him dropping those DMs. And I don't even know why DSP did that because they don't make him look good at all. There is not an iota in there that gives DSP any shred of anything. Like that shit is terrible. Like even to today, that shit did not age well. You know what I mean? Like I don't know why he did any of that shit. He was better off just keeping his mouth shut. But I think for some reason he got, not even some reason, I'm pretty sure he thought that they would drop the DMs on him. So he tried to beat them out. But if I'm Andy and PPP, my thought is, due to DSP, what Mike Klum forced DSP to do with Cat. Now, if Mike Klum was nothing more than an extension of Keemstar, then make of that what you will. But that's what I'm thinking. So DSP got played twice. He got played twice. Because, like I said, after the supposed, air quotes, meeting with Mike Klum, DSP goes ahead and unveils Cat because he was afraid Mike Klum was going to do it before he could. And then, yet again, with the DMs with fucking Kino Casino, he fell for the same trap twice. Because what if Keemstar, and this is me giving Keemstar a whole lot of credit, but what if Keemstar was like, yeah, talk about Kat a little bit, and how you met her, she's a nice lady, this, that, the third, whatever, and see how DSP reacts, which is what Mike Klum did, which eventually led to Kat being unveiled. So easily manipulated. Holy shit. It's unfortunate, Phil. Could have gotten a lot further in life if you would just think for a minute instead of reacting to everything.
What's up, Josh? How you doing, bro?
They're saying we're buck breaking this bum.
We're
Terrible.
Oh no, is he gonna get banned? That guy's a hero. There goes my hero. Watch him as he poses. Yeah. Watch him as he felts, Phil. I think he was banned, unfortunately.
It is funny watching 3 people fucking kicking DSP's back though in a single night. That seems kind of wild. It's pretty crazy.
He was banned.
Anyone who's writing like these long messages, like, and they say that a hero will save us. Like he's like falling off the building. You know? Like,
bro, he's like, his eyes are
can't ban
glued
this
to the
fact.
chat. There's nothing he can do.
I know if there's anyone out there who's like, you're being mean. The 8-month-long Kong to ruin our life.
He deserves it,
I
bro.
robbed the casino.
Are you okay, Phil?
He doesn't seem like he's doing well.
Ban the chatters, then ban the mods. Who banned them?
DSP equals dirty snake.
God, there's an absolute revolution.
Crowds is a protest.
There's brushes, there's peppies with torches.
And anything that shows up on the screen definitely counts. So
Come on, Dr. Lexus.
She's fat.
I think that was just your
Do the right thing and donate over here and send Phil through the roof, please. Phil's gonna have a heart attack if Dr. Lexus donates.
$250,000 man's in that chat.
Yeah, $250,000 man.
He's our top
resub
donator
message.
ever.
Okay. It was your resub message.
$250,000 man trick his way into that.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to do shout outs. Let me end the recording. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the matches. You guys had no concept of the amount of trolling that was going on in the chat. The fact that I did that well when I was flying solo over here in the chat and I was still doing that well against like VDO, that was crazy. So I hope you enjoyed the stuff and I'll see you next time. So we got shout outs to do, folks. We do. I mean, Dr. Lexus just went insane with an insane contribution. So I want to shout that out before we adjourn for the night. Hold on. So Dr. Lexus just went nuts and dropped a ginormous contribution that I want to shout out. Yeah, someone tipped a buck and said, can you do something about the spam? No, because I'm not actively moderating. I was playing. It's more important for me to be entertaining you with a stream than moderating the chat, right? And we had 2 basically fake moderators. They were in there all along, and they decided actively to not moderate despite the fact they were here tonight. So they're gone and they're banned and they're not ever coming back. I don't like fucking people that are underhanded like that. They think that they could do that. No. And by the way, they were
Imagine that. The King Snake doesn't like being snaked himself. Who knew?
unbanning people without ever consulting anybody else. So if you were unbanned by them and you didn't ask, expect to be rebanned in the near future. Okay.
You're going to go back into the logs to find out? Wow. Okay.
All right. Dr. Lexus dropped how many? 44 subs.
And Phil,
Wait, Phil is ending his stream. Phil's ending his stream. Let's go there quick. Let's see the end of Phil's stream tonight, and then we'll go through this crash out a little bit more. Oh my God, here we go.
In Fatal Fury, I can't play it Friday because I'm not here, and I'm not here
Shame
Saturday,
on you,
so I'm
Dr.
going to play that
Lexus.
Sunday.
Shame.
So there'll be no
Dr.
fighting games
Lexus,
Friday
what have
night
you
next
done?
week, but the daytime stream
Dr.
on Sunday, I'm
Lexus,
going to try to
no!
play Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, of course. I'm only
He's
gonna
like,
get,
I can't
one
let them
stream to play
cancel
it,
Phil.
and it's going to be like, I'm going to try to remember how to play, but I'm probably going to
Kool-Aid
forget.
Merchant of Phil
But I'll
Town
give it
gave
a
us
shot.
subs
I'm
today.
really hoping, really, sincerely hoping
We could have had the
that they
Felton
improve
fall.
the connections, because the connections in
The
the original
Feltoning.
beta were not good. So if they improve the connections,
Phil, you're the
that would
only
be
person
excellent,
who's having
okay?
these problems, Phil.
All right. We're going to do shout outs. Let me end the recording. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the matches. You guys had no concept of the amount of trolling that was going on in the chat. The fact that
I think
I
they
did
did.
that well
We do.
when I was flying solo over here in the chat and I was still doing that well against like VDO. That was crazy. So,
How many matches did he even win against Video that night? 1? Maybe 2? It wasn't anything significant. Whatever. I mean, they were charity matches anyway. There's no way that he could beat Video. Video was even at half step, let alone if he was literally putting his whole boot in it.
I hope you enjoyed the stuff. and I'll see-
He's saying, he's like, you don't understand. I was doing really good because I was banning people while playing.
Yeah,
You
he has
lost
to juggle
95% of the
It's
match.
so fun. It bothers him so much.
What a-
Oh my God! Wait, is he done?
He's gonna
He
read
probably
out
has to be on
name.
YouTube, right?
He's gonna read out name.
Screen, actually. With the fire
Oh
behind
my
me here.
God, the fire behind him. He was on
So Dr.
dude.
Lexus just went nuts and dropped a ginormous contribution that I want to shout
No!
out.
Lexus,
you son of a
why?
That's
bitch.
it. It's over. It's over.
Dying.
Phil
idiot.
still looks pretty buck broken.
Let's see here.
You made 109 out of 150.
Well, we're not counting Lexus's sub. It's a lot of them.
Yeah, someone tipped
It was
a buck
enough
and said,
to
"Can
hit
you do
the
something
goal."
about the spam?" No, because I'm not actively moderating. I was playing. It's more important for me to be entertaining you with a
He can
stream
do nothing.
than moderating
He
the
can
chat.
do
right?
nothing.
And we had two basically fake moderators. They were in there all along, and they decided actively to not moderate despite the fact that they were there tonight.
Moderators?
So they're gone and they're banned, and they're not ever coming back.
Oh,
I don't
no.
like fucking people that are unstable like that. They think they can do that. No. And by the way, they were unbanning people without ever consulting anybody else.
Why would
you
they
were banned by them and you didn't
They're
ask?
using
expect
their
them to do it in the near
broomstick
future.
for right
Okay.
instead of
All
wrong.
right. I received a $5 tip.
Okay. Is it a troll?
Can't read it. You can't read it.
He's not happy.
Someone tipped me $5. Says, I was gonna gift a sub over on Kick, but I don't want to go into one of these idiot socks who's spamming and hating on you. So I wanted to tip instead. Thank you. Appreciate that. Really, I do. That's
Oh
very nice.
my.
Fucking felt as fuck.
And
Bob
so
is crying,
tonight
bro.
would have
He's
ended at
you
1:15,
see-
which would have been
What do you mean you want me to romance
That's what you-
chat?
I will just say, by the way, Dr. Lex is donating to Phil. I take as a W for me and my approach to all of this because I told Phil when there's drama, when people are trolling you and felting you, then that's when you rally support from the most dented of dents. But he just couldn't grasp that idea because he'd rather lose than win the way he doesn't want to, which is just pathetic.
That's a great way of saying
Neat.
it.
I mean, it is true. Like DSP would rather go down with the ship with the idea that it was his choice to go down with the ship instead of like being like Almighty Tevin or someone throwing him a fucking lifesaver and shit. It's an interesting way of going about it, but that's not being prideful. It's being stupid. There's no pride in that. Pride is living to fight another day, but I mean, I guess that requires you to fight. Okay. Fair enough. And ladies and gentlemen, let's go to our third and last video that will round out our broadcast, which is literally the next day, actually. Let's see here. We're also here with DSP Tries at Momology 101. DSP absolutely done with Kino Casino. Bans their chat commands and 2 mods from KickChat goes nuts. This is from March 23rd of 2025. Yikes. And remember, the links to these will be down in the description. Okay. I didn't have any buggy mechanics this time around, so it must have been something I did to cause that one glitch. That was neat, though. I've never really seen that before, but maybe we'll get it again later. All right, here we go.
But we still had a great time. And if you want to see great high-level Marvel 2 gameplay, I recommend you check out those sets, particularly the set against VDO.
Well, yeah, he's the one who is the high-level player, not you. I'll say, you're not going to see a high-level gameplay out of a fucking walking ATM / fucking combo dummy. That's not a thing.
Wasn't as laggy, and I actually held my own. This is a pro player who's been playing pretty much his whole adult life in the game, and I did good. It was a set 1st to 10, and we were going back and forth with wins. It was very, very fun. So anyway, all of that was amazing. All of that was great. But the problem was I was distracted because of drama that was orchestrated. Basically, both of my chats were flooded and invaded.
You know he went back and watched that Kino Casino stream. You know he had the 1.75 liter gin right there on his coffee table, and he was just sitting back watching that shit, watching these 3 guys laugh at his ass. Damn. I don't know why you would torment yourself like that night after night. It's just not worth it. It's just not.
With nonsense, idiots coming in and spamming the chats, causing problems. And I had multiple moderators on my Kick chat who literally stood there doing nothing with their hands in their pockets because, oh, I like Kino Casino, so I'm not going to help Phil moderate tonight.
Oh.
Well, go fuck yourself, because those people are now banned and have been removed from being mods.
Banned, 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 banned. Gone. Forever.
Night. Loyalty's earned, Phil, not given. There's a difference.
Okay? Not gonna have fucking snakes in the chat standing around selectively deciding.
Imagine the king snake doesn't want other snakes around him. That seems strange.
When they actually want to fucking do something. Okay? I had no intention of doing this. If you haven't noticed, I've been streaming on Kick since October. All right? It's now the end of March. So we're talking almost 5 months. And I just qualified for verified status on Kick. Meaning I get nice features and things that other people don't get. And I'm not going to give up streaming on Kick because of a bunch of dumb fuck mouth drooling trolls. All right? So, I sad to say, but I had to institute a bot. And so I have Kickbot now in the chat on Kick, but it is very early. I have not had a chance to really tweak this thing or do anything.
Guess you snaked Andy a little too early. He could have helped you out with that. Womp womp.
With it yet. So it's very basic the way it's set up. It's supposed to stop certain things like spam. It's supposed to stop certain words. It's supposed to stop, you know, trolling in general. Now, it probably won't do that well. It does give you a schedule now, which we never had on Kick. And also every like 30 minutes or so, it'll auto post a few things like how to do a tip and stuff like that, which people have asked on Kick. And now it's going to be able to answer those questions.
Okay.
So we're going to mess with this. Mariah Scary says, I don't think emotes of other channels should be banned. I didn't ban emotes from other channels. I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even know how you do that. Maybe it did it by default, but I don't know how it would do that because I don't see that. In fact, didn't someone just use an emote from another channel and it worked? Yeah. So I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, because you guys are using Kino Casino commands. Yeah, Kino Casino's fucking banned from the chat because they're a bunch.
I thought you just said that you didn't know how to do that. I thought you, wow. Oh, one of the greatest liars of our time. I gotta tell you. Look at his little, look at his snarling little face and shit. The fucking snort sacks are all inflamed and shit. That's unfortunate, Phil. Probably get that checked out.
You fucking bitches. Fucking bitch. That's why. You guys are trying to use Kino Casino commands? You can't use that shit in here. Where do you think you are? Don't you understand that the casino's fucking closed? No, you can't use those commands in here. Go fuck yourself if you want to use them.
Go fuck yourself.
There you go. There's your answer. As you can see, all the universal commands work. All the universal emotes are working fine.
You know, it's funny. If I was able to take advantage of someone else and build myself up off of them, right? I don't think I'd have as much resentment as DSP did. If you know what I'm saying, like if you really won at the end of all of this, right? If you're really, you know, holding high ground, you have all the advantages. Then what the hell are you so pissed off for? All right.
Fine. Everything universal works, but you can't use Kino shit in here because they can kiss my fucking ass. Okay. So there's your answer, because you're wondering, why can't I use all my Kino Casino? Because we're not mentally stunted in here. That's why.
In fact, you know what? I choose not to
That's debatable.
believe you. I don't believe you. Like Ron Burgundy says, I don't believe you. I choose not to believe you.
It happened on Friday. That was the point, is all of the Kino viewers were sent in here to harass my viewers. And so I'm trying to play Marvel 2 against, you know, pro players from back in the day. And I just happen to not have moderators because the moderators that were there were Kino fans who decided to not moderate. All
People were getting clipped left and right. It was like a war zone in there. I didn't know Snort Korea had it so bad. I didn't know Snort Korea had it so bad over there. That's crazy.
abstain from moderating. Well, now you'll abstain from being in the chat ever because you're banned. You see, that's how it works. So, yeah. So we took care of it. So now we don't have to worry about that shit anymore. The bot will always take care of it. And I just need to tweak it. I might get the premium version of the bot. We'll see. But I'm going to work with my moderators to try to improve it.
Throw money at the problem and hope it fixes it. Jesus.
And go from there. Okay? Good.
Keep in mind, this is the same Mongoloid who, before Andy stepped in and told him about, I'm pretty sure it was Andy or someone in his chat that told him about a free program you could use to multi-stream. He was paying for it. You know what I'm saying? He was paying for it. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, if he was using Restream IO, they have multiple plans, but I think the free plan, the free plan, sorry, that they had, or the free option, would have been good enough for him. He wouldn't have needed to pay for all the other bullshit. but he's not savvy. He's literally a born consumer. You know what I mean? All he knows how to do is consume, consume, consume. And that's the reason why he has to beg, because he don't know how to save. He doesn't believe in it.
Look, no more spam is possible. Amazing, huh? Oopsie poopsie. You wanted to spam and you can't do it now. That's just too bad. Now that we're heading into a new week, we can end the drama nonsense.
That's 100% a lie.
I mean, the way I see it with the Kick Chat, there's only two options. Option number one is zero moderation, in which case the chat will be completely unusable because it'll just be spammed by morons all day. Or it's full-on moderation like we do on YouTube, and then, sadly, no free reign to just do whatever you want because people aren't responsible. I tried the in-between. I tried having the in-between, and you guys lost your privilege to do that because you acted like jackasses on Friday night. So congratulations to every moron who was in there spamming and ruining the chat on Friday. You're the reason now that it's like this. I didn't want it like this. I was happy to have everyone be in there and say what they wanted and use whatever emote, but it's your fault. So sorry that you're stupid.
So I can't help that you're stupid and you don't understand intelligent conversation and intelligent commentary on something and criticism. So sorry that you're stupid.
And you wasted your opportunity to do that. It's been 5 months and it's been fine. And then you decide because you're a bunch of fucking brainless idiots who just follow the Pied Piper and do what you're told like little fucking sheep and automaton.
Now keep in mind, this is the same bitch that was going around prancing around his room like a fucking bitch and shit. Fucking doing the most limp dick push up and whatnot, showing off fucking socks, showing his underwear and all this other ridiculous shit. But he want to call other people sheeple. Okay, that makes a whole lot of sense.
Robots, you just can't fucking do anything with individual thought or intelligence. Now you're getting...
He's literally the definition of an NPC. Holy shit.
The moderation, and I didn't want it. I never wanted to have a kickbot in there, but I had to have it or else I can't stream. I can't do my business. From Mars Inhabitant, who tipped me $5 and says all of your mods on Kick are fence-sitting trolls. That's actually not true. Some of the mods on Kick are mods also on YouTube, or people who I know and can trust. But there definitely are people who are moderators on Kick who joined and wanted to be a moderator because they were fans of Kino Casino, and now that I'm done with that, and they're continuing this drama arc bullshit because they're a bunch of children. I can't, I'm not going to have my business ruined, and they're not going to stand, I'm just not going to moderate even though I'm actually here and I see this insane amount of abuse. I'm just going to ignore it. No.
If two mods can, holy shit, great screenshot. If two mods can disrupt your stream so bad that it's ruining your business, maybe your business isn't very suitable for... Maybe your business isn't stable. Maybe that's a thing. Just saying. Holy shit, that crooked mouth, bro. That's a problem, Phil. That's a problem. Not good, sir. Not good at all.
Well, now you're just not going to have any privilege to be in the chat anymore. So, okay. So he says, I don't know what they say to you. They figured out a surefire way to become your mod. That's completely untrue. There's only a few moderators on there that were from the casino. Lots of the moderators on there are actually moderators on YouTube as well, like I said. Okay? Let's get to the two other contributions, of which there are a lot this morning. We start off with Dumpy.
How are you this greasy already? It's still relatively early afternoon for him, and you're already this greasy. Jesus Christ, that's crazy.
Koala, who gifted a sub. Actually, Dumpy Koala gifted 2 subs this morning. Now, what's hilarious about this is everyone on Friday was telling me, hey, Phil, are you aware that Dumpy Koala was over on Kino Casino talking shit about you all night and dumping contributions? It's like, this fence sitting is just so ridiculous. Like, so on Friday, you hate me, but now today you're back and you're contributing. And it's like, do you understand?
Who gives a shit? Just take the money and be done with it. But see, he needs to turn everybody against everybody else. That's what it is. He tries to force people to show their loyalty to him and shit, which is weird because you're not loyal to anybody yourself. So how do you demand loyalty from somebody else? I'll never understand that.
Wishy-washy that shit is. Like, it's so dumb, It really is. It's just so stupid. It doesn't even make any sense why you would do that. Go to one side or the other or whatever. But, I mean, here's the thing. Same thing happened with Dr. Lexus. Apparently, he was over there, dumping ridiculous amounts of contributions.
Yeah, but when he came over there and he was dumping a bunch of gifted subs on you, You didn't mind being the throat goat over there on him for that. Sorry, that's really a more of an Ethan Van Skyler situation there with that. But anyway, you know what I mean. He didn't mind taking fucking Dr. Lex's money when all the gifted fucking memberships and the contributions were coming in. So, like, he's literally contradicting himself if you think about it. We just saw that video.
Then he came on my stream, right? And then he also dumped a bunch of contributions. And it's like, listen, I operate a business.
Oh, boy.
Did I participate in Small Business Saturday? I am Small Business Saturday. I am a small business. So I am the small business on Small Business Saturday. I'm working. So I didn't spend any money on small businesses. I am the small business. You guys who contributed today, you contributed to Small Business Saturday.
That's really pathetic to say that. But he don't have no shame and he don't have no pride, so he don't see how he doesn't understand how that looks or how it sounds anyway.
And your money is welcome. Your support is welcome.
That's wild.
Seriously. It is. So if you want to come by and support, go ahead. Just don't break the rules. Don't break the rules and you're fine, right?
I thought they had to choose a side. Now you're saying that, hey, as long as they give you money and they don't break the rules, they can say whatever they want over there on Kino Casino? All right, fair enough.
Like, here's the thing. Dr. Lexus comes by on Friday night, and he dumps 44 subs, but had already gifted some before that, too. So I think his joke was he was trying to make it that he contributed 220. Ooh, you contributed $220, and actually he had contributed more. He did like 225 or 230 that night. I'm supposed to be upset? No, I wasn't upset. I was happy because that's called business. And, you know, and it didn't even disrupt anything.
You know what's crazy? This is just what, in the last video, PvP just told us this. And now it's starting to sink in to his oddly shaped fucking head. God damn, you're dumb, Phil. God damn, you're dumb.
It was a good positive end to my stream on Friday night. So, I mean, I come up with the winner. So if you want to come on my stream and you want to gift 44 subs in a row and you think it's a funny meme, please do. Would anyone else like to do that too? Would anyone else right now like to drop 44 subs over on Kick? Please do. Would you like to? I would love it and appreciate it. Because I'm the winner in that situation. Really, I benefit. So please go ahead. Okay, anyway, so that's the point I'm making here. People are trying to cause drama, and they're like, well, aren't you aware that this person said this in another chat, and this person... I think that's the game, is it not? Is that not the game? Now, the difference here is, okay, someone like Dark Side Dabbing, who's a moderator, who literally sat in the chat watching the entire chat get overrun, and he didn't moderate at all on purpose. Then I turned the stream off for about 10 minutes on Kick because I wanted to get a reaction. And I got the reaction I wanted.
Sure you did.
And then, what does Dark Side Dabbing do?
Sure you did. It was all part of your plan, right? So you sat there and disrupted your weekly paycheck, your hourly paycheck, to get a reaction. Sure, that's what you did. It wasn't that you were felted. It wasn't the fact that you were getting your back kicked in. At Kino Casino, it's a Gundam, and the chat was kicking your back in. It was you wanted to get a reaction out of them. Gotcha.
He comes back into the chat and starts talking. And then the moment I turned the stream back on and the trolling began, he decided not to moderate again. And that's why he'll never be in the chat ever again. Okay? I don't care about, I guess Doody had been saying he was watching detractor content or whatever. I don't give a fuck about that. But if you're going to be a snake like that, then you're just not going to be in my chat anymore. All right? So, anyway, yeah. Hey, listen. If you guys go watch Kino Casino or other detractors, I can't stop you. And I'm going to be honest with you. I actually don't care. I don't care what you guys do outside of my chat. What matters to me, money, man, is your behavior in my chat.
Did that already get you in trouble with fucking Derek? You still ain't learned your lesson, huh? All right.
Okay, that's it. That's literally it. That's the only thing that matters. What you're doing inside my place of business is of my concern. What you do outside of my place of business, I don't care.
Thanks, Derek.
So you go talk shit about me, you go contribute to other people, detractors or whatever. I can't stop you, and I'm not going to complain about it. Go do it.
But didn't you just say that people need to pick a side and you were tired of the fucking fence sitting? Semantics.
But if you come in my chat and you actually behave, all right, and you follow the rules, and if you occasionally contribute, I don't care. Go for it.
If you follow the rules and occasionally contribute, wow.
I think people it really is so weird. It's so weird how people behave on the internet with this drama stuff. And I want to get past it, but I have to address it because this happened Friday. And really, it was very hard to play fighting games when this was going on, and I had no active moderators, all right? But the bot is there. The bot will help handle a lot of nonsensical spam and trolling, all right? As you can see, if everyone just does like one emote, it's fine. And I think what it is, it limits the amount you can do it, but I don't know how often. And like I said, I'm going to tweak the bot.
But you're literally lying, though. He said that he lied when he said that, when people were saying that, hey, we're banned from using other people's emotes. He's like, no, you're not. I don't even know how to do that. There's no way of doing it. Then he's like, wait, Kino Casino? Oh, well, yeah, hell yeah, that shit's banned as fuck. But wait, you just said you didn't know how to do that, and that wasn't enabled yet. Now he's saying that you're limited to one emote being used. But that's not the default, so obviously he went in there. Why would you lie about something like that? Why would you lie about something so minute? Just say, hey, I had to put the ban hammer I had to bring the ban hammer down and shit. Get that ass banned. Welcome to ban world, and you made shit happen. Lean in manual. What the fuck? All right. Lying for the sake of it.
To make the bot work better over time. Okay, I don't know how it works, but I'm going to try to make it manageable over there, and we're just not going to have nonstop shit going on, okay?
Oh, boy.
Fair enough? Okay, let's continue. So, Dumpy Koala, thanks for the 2 subs that you gifted this morning. I appreciate that. I can't stop you from going to Kino Casino or other places and talking shit and contributing. And to be frank, I don't care what you do in your own time. It's not my business. I've always said it's not the business of a streamer to be like stalking their viewers and find out what they're doing in other streams and other channels.
Thanks, Derek.
The fuck do I care? As long as you're here and you behave while you're here, that's all I care about. Okay? But don't ask to be a moderator and then be a snake and not moderate. That's the end of that. Okay? Waddle D Fighter, $2 super chat. Deuces for my favorite pathological liar. Get him, King. There you go. The king of snakes, right? There you go. Call me the king of snakes, the world's worst pathological liar. Go for it. Thanks for the super chat. Oh, by the way, I was going to put him on the leaderboard, but Most Tasteless did a $10 super chat. And he says, King, if Kick can reach a goal, can you show mercy and remove the Kino bot? Be the generous and forgiving chill king I know you to be. Now, the problem is if I remove the bot, all right, it will be absolutely unusable. Like right now, take a look at the chat. All they're doing is they're doing that.
But see, how does he know, though? Because he said he hasn't messed with the bot yet. So he really, outside of, the few things he's seen so far, he really doesn't know what triggers the bot or what it doesn't, according to him. But now he's saying it's going to be complete and utter chaos. He's literally dry snitching on himself. Holy shit.
That silly emo with the smoking. I forget what it's even called. What the hell is the name of that? Pepe? It's just the Pepe emo. It's harmless. I don't care about the Pepe emo. They could post that as much as they want. And again, I know there's a way to make it so you can't spam as bad. As you can see, people can still talk in the chat. It's still usable. But if I have the bot off, then basically what ends up happening is they nonstop spam other emotes and they say stuff and then no one can use it. So that's what happened Friday. Like literally the chat was unusable Friday night. So that's why I got the bot over the weekend. Like I said, it's the first day. I just turned it on. I don't even know how well it's going to work. I know that I can actually tweak it to be better over time. Okay?
All right, if we can get some bans on some of these idiots in the stream chat who obviously are only here to be stupid.
Oh, man. Imagine lying over a bot. Imagine you getting your back fucking kicked in by 3 people, right? And then lying about a bot. Like, that's insane. Absolutely insane. Bye, Jasper. Or stand-in for Jasper. That's crazy. You ain't got nothing better to do with your time but to lie about a bot. Fucking wild. Fucking wild. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, big ups and thank you to DSP Tries and Memology 101. Had a fun time. That was pretty fucking hilarious. And again, the links to all those videos will be down in the description. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. I very much appreciate it. This is 12 days of Goutmas, part of 25 days of Goutmas. I will see you tomorrow with more holiday snort bucks in hand, holiday bacon to be giving out, and for more laughs to be had, if you will. Season's greetings and happy holidays, ladies and gentlemen. Take care of yourselves, people. Take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Later, people.